there, Jaguars, as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12. Mayfield gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 44, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Lawrence will throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 22, Mayfield. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
We got 4. We got 4. 26 Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, order! I'm going back to you. Hey, check out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Mayfield on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, check. Check back left. They can't hang with us. Hey, check back the left. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check back.
Mayfield looks to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Running out of the gun with Etienne. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the... But those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Second and 4. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's bring it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. The 40, 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Perry, the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a big loss
was here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. They've got his man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Detroit. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars!
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now back to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop the throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go.
Back to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And in for the Lions touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, you know, they just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Finds a seam inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
ETN once more.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Second and 20. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We just have some excitement down to the very end, though.
This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover.